winning the fight against rabies from fear to safety. Welcome back to Pamila's Healthcare Learning Hub. Today, we are going to talk about a disease that still causes thousands of deaths every year but is largely preventable. We are diving into rabies, so let's break down everything you need to know about rabies and how we can all play a part in stopping it. Rabies is a serious public health issue in over 150 countries, particularly in Asia and Africa. It's a viral disease that mainly affects mammals, including dogs, and is responsible for tens of thousands of human deaths annually. Rabies affects mammals, not just dogs, but also cats, livestock, and wildlife. And while dog-mediated rabies is most common, in some regions like the Americas, bats have become a significant source of human rabies. It's zoonotic, meaning it can be transmitted from animals to humans. What's alarming is that 40% of these deaths are children under the age of 15. But here is the thing, this tragedy can be prevented. Globally, there are about 59,000 rabies deaths annually, but the real numbers might be higher due to underreporting. And while it's rare, rabies can also spread from foxes, raccoons, and other wild animals. While rabies is a major issue in many parts of the world, there are some regions where rabies from dogs has been mostly controlled. In these areas, bats are becoming a more common source of human rabies, especially in the Americas, Australia, and parts of Europe. The global cost of rabies is staggering, over $8.6 billion annually, factoring in lost lives, medical costs, and the psychological toll. But despite the availability of effective treatments, rabies remains a neglected disease, mainly affecting marginalized populations who often can't afford vaccines or care. Rabies is spread mostly through dog bites and scratches. In fact, dogs are responsible for 99% of human rabies cases. The virus is found in an infected animal's saliva, and it enters the body through a bite, scratch, or open wound. It's almost always fatal. But here is the good news: rabies is preventable. Dog vaccination is key to stopping the spread, and with quick action, we can save lives. Once the virus reaches the central nervous system, it causes fatal symptoms in nearly all cases. But don't panic, because rabies deaths are preventable if action is taken fast. Whether it's a dog bite, scratch, or even saliva, if you're exposed to a potentially rabid animal, seek treatment immediately. Don't wait for symptoms to appear. Incubation period. Time between exposure and the appearance of symptoms is called the incubation period. After a rabies exposure, the virus travels to the brain before it can cause symptoms. The incubation period for rabies is typically 2 to 3 months but may vary from 1 week to 1 year, depending on factors such as the location of virus entry and the viral load, depending on factors like the location of the bite, the severity of the exposure, and the person's age. Signs and symptoms. The first symptoms can feel like the flu, weakness, discomfort, fever, or headache. You may also feel discomfort or a tingling sensation at the bite site. But as the virus progresses, things get worse. As the virus moves to the central nervous system, progressive and fatal inflammation of the brain and spinal cord develops. Clinical rabies in people can be managed but very rarely cured, and not without severe neurological deficits. Types of rabies. Furious rabies results in hyperactivity, excitable behavior, hallucinations, lack of coordination, hydrophobia, fear of water, and aerophobia, fear of drafts or of fresh air. Death occurs after a few days due to cardiorespiratory arrest. Paralytic rabies accounts for about 20% of the total number of human cases. This form of rabies runs a less dramatic and usually longer course than the furious form. Muscles gradually become paralyzed, starting from the wound site. A coma slowly develops and eventually death occurs. The paralytic form of rabies is often misdiagnosed, contributing to the underreporting of the disease. Diagnosis. Currently, there are no WHO-approved diagnostic tools for detecting rabies infection before the onset of clinical disease. Clinical diagnosis of rabies is difficult without a reliable history of contact with a rabid animal or specific symptoms of hydrophobia or aerophobia. Accurate risk assessment is crucial for deciding on PEP administration. Once symptoms emerge and death is inevitable, offering comprehensive and compassionate palliative care is recommended. Where possible, the biting animal should be tested. Immediate management after a dog bite. If bitten, the first step is to thoroughly wash the wound with soap and water for at least 15 minutes. Then, you need to seek medical care and post-exposure prophylaxis, a combination of a rabies vaccine and, when needed, rabies immunoglobulin. Prevention. Prevention is key, and we have powerful tools to fight rabies. Rabies vaccines, both for animals and humans, save lives. WHO has pre-qualified several vaccines for human use, and they're essential for those in high-risk jobs, like wildlife rangers or laboratory workers. One of the best ways to prevent rabies in the first place is through vaccinating dogs. Mass dog vaccination programs have been incredibly successful at reducing the number of rabies cases, and they are the most cost-effective way to tackle the problem. Remember, there are two kinds of prevention: pre-exposure prophylaxis and post-exposure prophylaxis. PrEP is for people who might be exposed to rabies, like animal handlers or travelers in high-risk areas. But, if you're bitten or scratched by a suspected rabid animal, PEP is what you need immediately. Treatment. Post-exposure prophylaxis. It works by stopping the virus from reaching the central nervous system. If you have been exposed to a potential rabid animal, seek PEP care immediately. Time is critical. It is the emergency response to a rabies exposure. This prevents the virus from entering the central nervous system. A well-performed wound risk assessment and PEP protocol consists of extensive wound washing with water and soap for at least 15 minutes soon after an exposure, a course of rabies vaccine, administration of rabies immunoglobulin or monoclonal antibodies into the wound, if indicated. WHO exposure risk and indications for PEP. Depending on the severity of exposure, administration of a full PEP course is recommended as follows. Categories of contact with suspect rabid animal. Category 1. Touching or feeding animals, animal licks on intact skin, no exposure. Washing of exposed skin surfaces, no PEP. Category 2. Nibbling of uncovered skin, minor scratches or abrasions without bleeding, exposure. Wound washing and immediate vaccination. Category 3. Single or multiple transdermal bites or scratches, contamination of mucous membrane or broken skin with saliva from animal licks, exposures due to direct contact with bats, severe exposure. Wound washing, immediate vaccination, and administration of rabies immunoglobulin or monoclonal antibodies. The World Health Organization and its partners are working to eliminate human deaths from rabies by 2030 through a comprehensive One Health approach, which focuses on human, animal, and environmental health and community awareness. So, what can we do to help? First, make sure your pets are vaccinated. Second, educate those around you, especially children, about the risks of rabies and how to prevent exposure. And lastly, if you are exposed to a rabid animal, don't wait, seek treatment immediately. Stay informed, stay safe, and share this knowledge to help protect others. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and share it with your friends and family. Stay healthy, and I'll see you in the next video.